Hi all. Welcome back to Crobaton, D&D 5th edition campaign run by me, BlazeFort, aka Tom, your chaotic evil DM. I have my players here. We have Justin.
Hi, I realize I'm washed out.
You're washed up?
Okay.
We have Riley.
Hello.
We have Mare.
Hi.
We have Mary.
Hello.
We have Alex.
Hi, how are you?
And we have Josh.
Hello.
And Alex decided he would like to cosplay as ice climbers today.
Yes. I don't know. We were doing the whole cozy thing, and I didn't feel like not being cozy, so I just stayed here.
No, you just
Very
stayed
good,
cozy.
very good.
Yeah, I'm committed.
For YouTube people, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If people leave cool comments, I might shout them out during episodes, so that's incentive. Yeah, so you might get a shout out or something if you leave a nice comment. Preferably before the episode airs, so I like see it, you know. But Twitch people, don't forget to follow. Consider subscribing. I never demand people subscribe, but consider it. Especially if you have Twitch Prime, because if you have Amazon Prime, you can connect your Amazon account to your Twitch account, and you get one free subscription a month. You could use it here or somewhere else. Just use it. I don't know. I don't know. Those are my plugs.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex.
No problem.
Yeah, so just follow Alex's example.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. I'll give them an example to follow. Hold on, I'll get
no.
my credit card. Hold on.
Oh, just show your credit card on the stream.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait,
Just
where's
wave
my
it
wallet?
around.
You
Yeah,
can,
it's
can
fine.
you like throw up your social security too? Just-
Yeah, sure.
Don't forget your mom's maiden name.
What
Very
was your
important.
first pet?
Very important.
The first street you lived on?
The street that you grew up on?
Damn it!
What was your school
Your first
mascot?
Go on.
Oh, I'm not even gonna. It's gonna be a VOD.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it'll be a VOD for.
I don't gotta write anything down.
But
Alright, identity theft over. Continue.
Yes. So, previously on Crobaton, the party returned to Burroy after rescuing a pair of guards kidnapped and held in a crypt far north of the city. Upon meeting with the council, they discovered that the figure they encountered may be part of a mysterious group known as Voidwalkers. With that information in mind, the party is told that they have the next few days to themselves until Bran Hornraven returns with Simon Lester. They discovered that the kobolds were busy the last few days, supposedly saving the life of their innkeeper, and now doing odd jobs around the tavern. Z went to look for tattoos, some nice RP moments happened, and Throden confused the god. We pick up with the next morning.
I forgot about that. An adventure.
I didn't highlight
So it's-
everything, but I feel like that last one's a little notable.
And I
But,
quote,
yep.
"You know, gods don't sleep."
And I quote, I do now.
That's like in the highlight reel, and like the previously on Crobaton. But you all wake up at your leisure. You eat breakfast. Those
actually-
of you that what?
Actually, when I wake up, I wake up screaming and I open the door to the bedroom. And then I'm relieved.
Oh, his nightmare about doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Gorgeous
Fair
wakes up
enough.
screaming, runs straight to the door, and opens it, and finds that there is another room there.
That he
And then
shares
probably-
with Edelweiss.
Yeah. Edelweiss is there, probably.
Yeah, Edelweiss probably got up
Watch.
before him. Is currently doing yoga.
Looks like someone needs to do some yoga.
Is he doing yoga in the room?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Oh, does anyone want to join you for yoga? I don't want to just be in there with Gorgeous sleeping. It's rude.
Well,
What's he
it's
gonna
like
do?
it's like when you like invite your friends over and your roommate's still asleep. It's like
They wake up, they're like, ugh.
It always freaked me out when someone invited me over. I'm like, no, someone's sleeping.
This is so not cool.
But yeah. So Gordon screams. You all eventually wake up. Those of you who do your yoga, you do so at your leisure. You're all able to have breakfast, ordering whatever you wish. What would everyone like to do? You can kind of just describe what you do over like the next like day or so, or you can be like, hey, I want to do this, and we can go into it. Whoever wants to, whatever. I know some people want to talk to people, so like, yeah.
People want to talk to people.
It's weird. I don't know.
Mine's pretty short and sweet, so I guess I'll get that out of the way now. I want to go back to the weapon shop, at least I think. Wherever you buy armor.
Yeah, you can get armor there.
Cool. Because I want to go buy a set of armor.
I'm at the Wizard's Tower. Am I allowed to like rent books? Is it like a Blockbuster? Can I rent books?
Library?
You can certainly ask. It's this person's like private library. He allows people to come in.
Okay.
Like a block is the library like a blockbuster.
Do I have to pay for the books?
It wasn't so much you, it was Riley being like, it's a library.
Used to that.
I never used the library as a child.
That's okay. You will now.
He found all his books out in the wild.
Rivals of himself.
Yeah.
I will like to handle like just Maleka's thing real quick. So did you know what kind of armor you would like?
Yes, the studded leather armor.
Okay. I have to double
I think
check
it's
price and
I think it's
somewhere.
45.
studded leather is 45. Yes.
Unless you want it to be cheaper. Oh damn, okay.
You want to smooth talk your way?
Nah. Both my parents are dead.
I mean, I was going to say that Missy would probably want to spend this day with Maleka, and if she's going to go buy armor, Missy might do the same. And she might buy some for herself and then attempt to haggle for the two of them.
Okay, you can.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
Quick question: can Missy wear armor?
I'm actually not sure.
Doesn't look like it.
I would imagine Missy would have no idea if she can or not. She'd go and be like trying stuff on and be like, "This is heavy," and Maleka's like, "It's leather." I lived most of my life bedridden. No,
The sorcerers don't have.
Yeah,
proficiency in
I
armor.
don't have proficiency with any armor. So I would just haggle for Maleka's.
Okay. So to make sure what his name was.
You gonna run
Pretty sure
the
this is
same
URL.
con?
No, I'm not gonna run the same con. It'll
so this
be
is-
like it'll be a normal haggle, just like I'll give you this.
They're still dead.
So Uriel kind of he grabs the studded leather armor and places it on the counter and well here you go. It's normally 45 gold.
I'm gonna roleplay this one too.
If
Can
you
I
want to
just
haggle,
roll and
you-
see how well I haggle?
It's not how that works, unfortunately.
I'm going to attempt to get 10 gold pieces off with hopes of getting 5 gold pieces off, if that makes sense.
So you're like going for 10, but you're willing to settle for 5.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So the roleplay would go along the lines of, listen, she's gonna be a huge customer for you. I think we can, at best, we can do 35. And I'll roll for it. Oh, do you want me to do persuasion?
Only persuasion.
Persuasion?
Animal handling.
He's not the
I
backsy.
looked at my perception instead of my persuasion. I was like, why do I have a +1? That is a 16.
So he kind of like stands back with his like arms crossed and I can probably do 35 with the trade-in.
Oh, sick.
So you would basically give up your leather armor, and then you'd get the like you'd pay 35 and give up your leather armor, and you'd have studded leather.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot I had armor already. But cool, yeah. I'm good for that.
Is there an AC difference?
Yeah, it's 12 plus
That
dex
is,
instead
yeah.
of 11.
Okay.
Yes,
Doable
stud
still.
leather is
Get
better than
1
leather.
point more.
A little more Dexy.
All right, so is that what you're doing, Malika?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll
So-
trade in my old one.
Okay. Alright, so then, yeah, like, he hands you over the, studded leather. He takes the leather armor, kind of like, sets it off his side, because, like, obviously he has to clean it and stuff, before he's, like, gonna do anything with it. And, you hand over the, 35 gold.
Thank you.
No problem. Is that your adventure with the armor?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do, so I'll just hang out with Missy for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll do some roleplay, but we can get to everyone else too.
Mhm.
Did anyone want to do anything? Were you gonna roleplay, or did someone else want to go?
No,
I
I meant like we can come back to the roleplay and let other people do stuff. Is what
Okay.
I meant.
I was busy getting distracted by how aggressive Rob is.
Yeah, last night I berated him because he refused to roleplay, and I was like, "This is a roleplay game." Yeah, so he's here to yell at me.
Well, it is.
It is. I was right.
I'll go ahead. Do I know of any jewelers in Boatwright at all?
You wouldn't know of any, but you can like definitely look for one.
I would
Wait,
like to look for one.
Did you figure out your library?
No, not yet.
Blockbuster, but with books.
I didn't-
Whatever you call that.
Not yet, but I just realized I had some stuff that I've been wanting to sell for a while, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do an investigation check. Look for a jeweler.
Alrighty-o.
I could only think.
Alright,
of
groovy,
book-
19.
I could only think
19.
of Bookbuster, but I
Alright.
don't want to call it Bookbuster. You know.
Why not? That's genius.
Barnes and Noble.
Caps, Rob. Take all caps. It's too much.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to find a jeweler.
Alrighty.
What are you trying to sell?
I'm trying to sell my blue quartz and my tiger's eye. Or yeah, I have 2 tiger's eye and 1 blue quartz that
Okay.
I'm looking to sell.
All right. So the jeweler tells you, all right, well, each of those are. I can give you like 10 gold for each of those.
I go ahead and tell them that, well, these are actually quite rarer than normal, you see. I found these quite, in the depths of the fire plane here. They could, maybe produce some special properties. And then I use, hold on. I kind of sneakily cast prestidigitation, and I throw the two tigers' eye up and have sparks come off of it.
I'm gonna need a stealth check followed by a persuasion.
Alrighty. It was on a 4. It was on a 14. It was on a 14, and it teased me. And
But
then persuasion.
I see a 6.
Mm-hmm. 20 total. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be really weird.
So they obviously see you like cast a spell like right in front of them, and there's like, I'll give you an extra gold for each of the tiger's eye. That's the highest I'll go.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
Okay,
very fair.
so you hand over the 3 gems. And
Yeah, I hand over the 3
you
gems.
get
Yeah.
32 gold.
32?
Yeah.
Oh, because it only worked on the tiger's eye. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Did you just try to magic a better price in front of magicians?
No, it was just a
Oh,
jeweler.
wizard
It's not a
power?
magician.
No, this is just this is just a jeweler.
Yeah, this is just a regular jeweler.
Like, why are you gonna do that in front of the wizard? Who owns the wizard tower?
No, I'm not at the wizard tower. Not yet. I'll trick the wizard with magic later.
Ah, yes, perfect. Foolproof plan.
So far, the score is 0-2 on Gorgon's attempts to haggle.
Is there anything special in the shop at all, or no? Probably not, right? It's just a
Probably
jeweler.
just gems. Like you can see like a couple, like not a couple, but like there's like several like on display that like seem like of like a higher quality, but like there's none that like seem like magical to an extent. Like some of them are like set within like rings or necklaces and such, but they all seem like decorative.
All right, I head out then.
Okay.
And I probably after that, can I like head back to the wizard's tower and just look for more books on just the outer planes and everything, and or extra what are they called? Other planes, extra planes. The things that we've been doing, that we've been talking about, the main theme of the campaign. How do you refer to them? Outer space. I'm gonna call it outer space for now.
It's not outer space.
Oh, okay.
But,
It's not outer space.
Like
gonna call it
extra
that.
planar would be other planes, but if you want to look up like specific planes, then you could try to do that.
Can I look up biplanes?
No.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I look up books about extra, like other planes and everything, just general knowledge and stuff to educate myself. And I asked the wizard if I could like borrow them for a bit.
Well, do you ask for his help, like pointing them out, and then you're like, "Hey, can
Mhm.
I borrow these?"
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll make you a check to like find them, but I might need to hold on to something of value just to make sure I know you're gonna return them.
Wow. I kind of wish I had those tiger's eye now. Could have used prestidigitation on them.
In which you'd be using magic to trick a magician.
Hold on, let me get a page ready in my notes for this one.
A whole page. Oh god, I don't have anything special.
You have a nice hat.
I do have a nice hat, but it's not there right now because I used this guy's self to hide the hat.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
he can't see it.
By the way, you do that every hour.
Yeah, yeah.
You can.
Every hour,
but you do that
every hour, Gorgon just shimmers.
It's like, oh, it's just about that time.
Yeah.
This is
All right. How about 40 silver? You can hold on to that. What would you like in return?
I mean, he can't see what you have on you. I can.
Would money work? Would money
He
work?
opens your backpack. He's like, "Ah!"
Let's see what we're working with here.
This pearl seems nice. Where'd you get it?
I got it from you, asshole.
That was the joke.
I know it was.
Yeah, but you'd have to show him something that like he would know that you would go back for, or you'd have to at least convince him that you would go back for it. Because like 40 silver is like, eh.
Okay, how about 42? That's all I have.
50 cents.
That's all I have. Moving the gold around.
How about?
Places the gold on the counter. I got 42 silver.
How about? I go ahead and oh shoot, that's the only one I have though.
Oh no.
Oh wait, does my magic feather thing, my magic quill, is that separate from an ink pen?
Separate from an ink pen, I believe so. So
Okay,
you could like
I
give
go.
him an ink pen. But
Yeah. So
again,
I
it's an ink pen.
whisk out my special my special ink pen and I say, well, how about this? And it's just kind of just whisks out like from behind me and then just kind of like floats over my shoulder.
I'm trying to see if this is the kind of thing that like you could leave here.
Oh yeah, is it bound to me?
I
You see, this is
It
the thing I
doesn't look like it,
Okay, yeah.
but
Yeah,
like
just give it-
also I don't know if he can use it.
Why would he use it? I thought this was just insurance.
Yeah, but this is you can also just create another one,
I
and then
can.
the first one will disappear.
yeah.
I'm
It's
doing it. I'm doing it either way. I'll go for it.
Gonna need you to make a deception check.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna make an
Wait,
Arcana check on his end to dispute this.
He's probably just a chump wizard, right? He's got like +2 in Arcana, right? Yeah. Deception.
Sure.
Damn it.
Telling yourself. Oh.
So
It's another 6.
I don't have stats for this guy, but he rolled a natural 19.
I can't wait for Gorgon to get kicked out of a nether store.
so he like sees you like conjure up this magical quill and just like, I'm pretty sure you can just create another one of those.
Well, yeah, but this one's special.
Gorgon,
It's
do you
my
have
favorite
anything?
one.
What? No, in fact, I really don't, and I don't. Fine. And then I go ahead and I shimmer out, and I say, and I reveal the hat of disguise, and I say, "Here, I'll be back tomorrow."
He kind of like sees you like, and then he kind of like sits there with like the hat in his hand and, okay.
Yep,
I'll,
and then
I'll
alright.
keep a watchful eye on it while you're gone.
Good. I'll be angry if if it comes back not in one piece. Anyway, I'll take the books.
So yeah, you
How many
get
books
like
did you give me?
depending on how many you want to carry, I'd say like 3 to 5.
3 to 5. All right. I'll take it back to the tavern then, and I'll just like spend the time like copying notes over to my notebook and everything, and
Okay.
doing stuff, trying to learn as much as I can about other planes and whatnot.
I can't believe you tried to give him your Rita Skeeter pen.
Yeah, I only refer to it as a quick quotes quill in my brain.
Alright, so is that what Gordon's doing for now at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For today at least. That's as far as I thought of. I'm a
Great.
very indecisive person.
You had a whole
Oh,
week.
Tom, you're gonna have to roll a
I'm a
whole
very
new-
indecisive person.
Alright, so what is anyone else doing? Zini, Edelweiss, Throden. I know Josh might be having connection problems, but
At the moment, it's okay.
okay.
Quick, do your thing now.
Get it in.
Yeah, so I'll go now, just in case.
In case you die.
So now Throden now has his breakfast. Are the kobolds like working today?
Yeah, they kind of just like do like the same things. They kind of just go into a motion, like where the two start sweeping and the one goes like into the kitchen. But like if they like, just for like your knowledge, if you want to take them with you, they can just go.
I love him so much.
They're great. Alright, so
How's the food? I'm sorry. How's the food that the kobold is making? I have to know.
He's not making the food. He's just like working in the back, essentially.
Okay.
It would be scary if they trusted the kobold to make all the food.
Yeah.
Unless this was like our school cafeteria where they just heat up everything.
Yeah.
Excuse you, Coach has a great
Or-
taste in food.
Yeah, or if it's really impressive and he's like, "Ah," you're like, is that creme brulee? Did you make custard?
Don't make the kobolds ratatouille. Don't do that.
Or the house elves from Hogwarts.
sense
No,
a
but
theme tonight.
It can be the Cuber elves. Those are okay. They make cookies. Okay, I'm sorry.
So, Throden, after eating, we'll walk up to the bar. I assume Jeremy is there.
Yes.
Alright, so he'll sit down. So, Jeremy, you probably know Boatwright pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Would you, know where to buy, given items, perhaps?
Well, you can find pretty much anything on Merchant's Grave, but if you're looking for something special, maybe.
No, I've spent a lot of time in a grave recently, and I didn't really care for it.
I'm not gonna question it, but okay.
Well, would you know where perhaps I could pick up some manacles? Specifically, a pair of manacles? Ideally, more than one?
Okay, he doesn't think it's kinky. Oh yeah, like pretty much any blacksmith in Boatwright can probably make them or has them made. I probably wouldn't ask the guards for them.
Yes, I don't imagine they're allowed to sell theirs, or give them away. Well, thanks for the information, Jerry. And I'm just gonna slide, a gold coin over to him.
Wait,
And then, upon realizing what he called him, he's gonna spend one use of his divine sense to make sure he isn't secretly a specter.
There it is.
Is he secretly a specter, Tom?
I just want to double check divine sense for fun.
Are you? Because it was Jerry. If you're asking if Jeremy is a specter
He
because of his
accidentally
name.
said Jerry,
No, he called
but it's
Jerry.
like
Got it. Yeah.
wait.
yeah.
That's the short form of it. And now Throden confused
God.
himself.
Oh my god.
But fortunately did not hurt himself in his confusion.
So Throden, you cast your divine sense, and to much your surprise, there's nothing near.
wait, aren't manacles like eyewear? Wait, why do guards?
No,
have-
that's a monocle.
Oh, sorry.
Manacles are
I got
shadowy.
Yeah.
I got really confused. I did not know
I
that's
did
what they were
that
called.
too.
Mhm.
Yes, kicky eyeglasses.
Yeah, that's why I got really confused. Like, wait.
People are
At first I
see
thought,
that.
oh, maybe Coach has like seeing problems or something like that, or maybe Thornton thinks it'll help him see better in the dark if he had glasses. And I'm just thinking, wait, why does he need a couple pairs of manacles, and why do guards all have manacles? And I'm like,
he needs 2 monocles so he
Yeah.
can see in both eyes.
Yeah,
He doesn't want
he
glasses.
needed
That's
2
weird.
monocles.
but then he said a pair, and then he said multiple pairs of monocles. So I just said picture Thornton with 2 with 2 monocles.
Tom, I need to change.
I am very smart. Just monocles.
I need to change what I'm doing because now I need to buy all of the kobolds monocles.
And little top
can
hats
certainly
too, and a
try.
bow tie.
Oh my god.
Well, we know what Maleka wants to do now.
Okay, so
Thornton, what are you doing?
having confirmed that Jeremy is in fact not a specter, he's gonna, corral the kobolds and head out to the nearest blacksmith.
Okay, so the 2 kobolds drop the broom in place and just leave it on the floor.
Truly, yes.
Koj takes off the apron, just leaves that behind the counter on the floor, and then goes up to join you.
See you later, Jeremy.
Goodbye. And he's a little confused, but like he's also got the gold, so he doesn't really mind that much.
Bribery. It always works. Take notes, Gorgon.
No, it's my money. I need it now.
That's the one thing he's not willing to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, silver is fine, but I mean, gold, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I have to mark off the gold. Hold on.
Yes, please do. If you're gonna throw around money like that, please remember to mark it down.
I mean, I had like 57 of them. It's fine. Okay, so do I need to like investigate for blacksmiths?
Well, you have gone to a place that does probably have manacles. If you would like to look for somewhere else, you may.
Does Throden remember where that is, though?
Sounds like an intelligence check for me.
Oh boy. That's an 11.
You vaguely remember that, someone you met might sell manacles in their shop.
Throden's gonna look at the kobolds out at the city and say, "We're going vaguely that way." And he goes that way. Vaguely.
So where does he go?
I don't have a map of the city, Tom. I don't.
Well, like, is he
He's-
going to the place
He's
where
trying to
he
go
could
where
go?
he, got stuff with Melika the last time.
Okay,
So,
that's all I was looking for. Yeah, so you can
Yes.
find your else shop.
so he will enter the shop, kobolds in tow. Does
Hi,
he-
welcome.
Hello.
What can I get for you today?
You have any manacles? Ideally, pairs of manacles.
I do.
Hey.
How many were you looking for? 1 set, 2 set?
How many do you have?
I got about half a dozen.
I will buy all of them.
What are you doing?
Okay. Whatever.
It's like 12 gold, right?
Yeah, they're each worth 2. So yeah, that'd be 12 gold. So he kind of like puts these like metal manacles on the counter, and then like another set, another set.
Rodin will just. They come with keys, right?
Yes. I was like, yeah, they probably should.
I really
It
wish you
says
had
it in
said
the item
no.
description, so I just wanted to make sure.
Oh yeah, then yeah, definitely.
I don't
Think-
suppose. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't suppose there's a discount for buying in bulk.
Make a persuasion check. I think you're good at these, right? You should be.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Nope.
That's an 8.
Unfortunately, the metal I used to make these and cleaning me out, I could use the desired amount.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be 12 gold, please.
Rodin will provide the 12 gold.
Good luck doing whatever you want to do with those.
Yep. Okay.
Do the kobolds
Rodin?
do anything?
What?
Do the kobolds do anything, or are they just there?
They're just there. Rodin
Okay.
wanted to hang out with his buddies.
Okay.
That's all Rodin's gonna be buying today. I shall now add manacles to his equipment. So we'll just head back to the, tavern.
Okay. Who else is doing what?
Edelweiss is sitting in the middle of the tavern, and he's writing a letter. I have a short living. Dear little Zinni, life outside of the Full Horn is strange, but I've made many friends. Many egos, but that's probably how things outside the village are. I even met a follower of the Banshee, just like Asphodel, but definitely very different. Oh, and I met a dragon, even. The next time I'm back, I should definitely tell you more about that. I miss you, and the others, deeply. Be safe, my little dumpling. Signed, Eddie.
Oh, his nickname's Eddie.
And he is going to find somewhere to mail that out. And while he's out, he also wants to go and find a healer's kit, if possible.
So I'll say, just make like one investigation check.
Yeah, definitely. Investigation. Great.
Yep, it's gonna be great.
6 total.
So, over the course of like an hour, you're able to like find someone who will, mail out your letter, and they'll at least let you know, like, yeah, it might take some time to get overseas, but, yeah, I'll make sure it gets where it needs to.
Yeah, thank you.
About, 2 hours later, you think you get lost in the city? But then you like find like one of like the major roads, and you're like, oh, and you kind of like look back and forth, and you don't know which way you're supposed to go at this point. So after that you spend another like 30 minutes finding your way, and you're able to find a shop that sells healer's kits.
Wunderbar. Guten Abend. Can anybody here sell me a healer's kit?
Yes, I can. Woman from behind the counter says.
Wunderbar. Just out of curiosity, would this be able to heal, like if someone hit me when I was in darkness, would I be able to heal something like that?
I'm sorry, what are you asking?
We get, me and my friends, we're adventurous, and we come into some really weird, places if we get hurt. And I just want to make sure that, I would be able to heal people. And we end up in darkness a lot. I can't see a lot. But I'd still be able to heal some, yeah?
if you're trying to heal someone blind, it'll be difficult regardless of what you're trying to do.
Yes, I guess that is a different problem. Well, regardless, I would like to buy at least one healer's kit. Do you have 2 available?
We have 3. I can let you have 2. They're each worth 5 gold.
Well, let me see how much I have in my pocket. I go in there and I realize I have exactly 69 gold.
Ed always goes, nice. Okay.
Always goes to really needs the healer's kits. Yeah, I'll buy 2.
So, you hand over the 10 gold. She takes out from behind the counter these 2 like wooden boxes that are like filled with like medical supplies that you can use. So yeah, you have 2 healer kits.
Wunderbar. Oh, actually, wait a second. Hold on. I will give her. Oh, 1 gold is equal to 20 silver. Never mind. I will not do that.
1 gold is equal to 10 silver.
Yeah. We're gonna try and give her all the silver instead of giving me the gold so I can keep the 69 gold, but I don't have enough silver. Anyways.
Darn.
Yeah, Edelweiss is basically done. That's all he really wanted to do.
Okay. Who's next? On this wonderful day in boat ride. Don't all jump out at once.
I think Zeneria was the last one, right?
I believe so. But
There's also
Zeneria
Achaidh.
is boring. And is saving her money. And has no plans to buy anything.
Okay.
So Zeddy gets up and has a nice time walking around Boatwright. Like, not too far from the tavern. But while it's dark out, she's like, man, daywalkers sleep. And she just hangs out in the morning. She has breakfast with everyone, which is mostly just sitting there holding a cup of coffee quietly until it gets cold, and then everyone else leaves to do other things, and then she can go drink her coffee.
Does Zini like always eat or drink when no one's looking?
Yes. So, she likes sitting at family meals. And she'll sit there at dinner and like occasionally like shove bread under the mats and eat it or something. But for the most part, she takes her dinner or whatever and leaves with it and eats alone. But by the time everyone else is running off to do their adventures, she's gonna go looking for like a temple district in Boatwright and find temples.
So there aren't like, not like a temple district, there's just temples like scattered about like throughout the city. Want to make a investigation check? An investigation check?
Sure.
Before someone yells at me for grammar.
Where? That's a 10. A
Okay.
nice solid baby.
So, over the course of like, say it takes you like an hour 20 minutes, something like that. You are able to find like one that was like fairly close to you, and you're not sure how you missed it before. It has a I'm trying to think. I always forget if it's purple or pink. Where is it? This one. All right, so it's like a lightish pink W. That's like just like on the like the top of the building. There's several pillars that come down, the steps that lead up. And you get that this might be a temple to someone.
Light pink W. Okay, well, okay. How... Other than being pink, is this... Give me a little more on just what's in and around the temple.
Well, like, you can tell, like, by, like, the columns, I'd say, like, the top kind of has, like, that, like, church, like, like, stained glass kind of on top. So you can kind of, like, see that out of, like, it's hard to see from down below, but, like, you can tell that it's up on top. It just looks religious.
When I play Dungeons and Dragons, can I do a religion check to see if I know what temple this might be?
You sure can.
Cool. That's a 15.
So, like, you look at the W for a second, and you're like, that's kind of weird, and then, it clicks with you, like, when you realize, like, this might be, like, a place of worship. This is a temple to the god of, trade. His name is Wen.
Of course, God of Trade is gonna be their thing. Alright. Zenny finds this very disappointing. She's walking around, she's like, it's freaking pink over here. This is not my vibe. Can't, she's gonna come back to the tavern and seek out Edelweiss. See if he's around.
You have to wait around for a little bit, because, as you just recall, he got lost for a little while.
Very true.
So, you have to wait like an hour or two, I'd say, before he comes back in the tavern.
She like hangs out outside for a while. When she sees him coming back, kind of quickly asks him, Edelweiss, I wanted to ask you something if you had a moment.
Yeah, I think I have some time. What's up?
I know faith is important to you, and although I know you are as new to the city as I am, I was curious if you knew anything about different temples they might have in the city.
Yeah, I think I know about a couple of the temples in the city. Tom, do I know any temples in the city?
So confident, so much less confident.
There is one that you have been to. That was during the one-shot.
Ah, yes! Yes! One moment, please.
Oh, you're checking your notes, I understand.
It's a 12.
The DC was 13 for me.
You rolled a 13.
I rolled a
It was a
13,
natural
that
13.
intelligence check? -1. Just barely missed the own DC that I set for myself. Yeah, I definitely know of at least one temple. And I go in the direction that Edelweiss thinks it's in.
Okay.
Zenny, kind of shrugs and is like, that's fantastic, and follows blindly.
Is there a percentile chance you went in the same direction? Do you want to roll some d10s or something?
I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this.
I have a percentile ready to go if you want me to do it, Tom.
The two most confused characters. This is just
Yeah.
blind leading the chickens.
Let's go ahead. Roll a percentile.
Do you have a DC in mind?
Yes.
Great. 26.
So, you head off in a random direction, and, you walk for, like, 30 minutes. And you're like, yeah, I think this is the way. 30 more minutes go by. 30 more minutes go by, and then I need you to both make perception checks.
It's
This is
night.
the temple district.
22.
Natural 20.
Damn.
So,
There it is.
I am sorry.
Perceptive.
so Edelweiss, you're walking down the street and you're like, you're starting to think like, did I go the wrong way? And then you see it, the temple that you had visited before, and Zini, you notice a temple that you have seen today.
I knew it.
Yep.
I wasn't
I was
gonna
waiting
gonna
for
make
that.
it.
I was like, it's going to be the same one. It's gotta.
Look, if I rolled one higher, I always would have known.
my DC, by the way, was like my condition was 30 or less. You rolled a 26.
We did it.
I did do it. I'm so happy Edelweiss is an idiot.
Oh man. Oh.
Zen had a bad day today.
So this is the temple to them. We actually, I was here before. It's the first time I was in the city. Me and the boys, we found
The boys.
yeah, me and the boys, we found a magical artifact and we brought it here for safekeeping.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't. Do you know if there are other temples in the city?
I don't think that there are many. I mean, I know that Aurora's doesn't really have that big a presence. I don't remember going to a temple really, but then again, I don't really go to temples. I just sort of look at the sky. The
I
color scheme is
suppose
beautiful, don't you think?
It's a bit much for me.
I mean, yeah, I guess the whole black thing doesn't really go with. I mean, it goes with the pink because everything goes with the black. But
It's. I suppose so. Where are my notes that I heckin' need? Here they are. I suppose so. Do you think that if we asked them, they would know of other temples?
are you
Hmm?
are you looking for a specific temple?
It would be nice. My people are heavily devoted to Sylvanas, though I've come to understand that that's somewhat awkward for daywalkers.
I mean, it's not really that awkward. I mean, the people by me, the spire, they worship the banshee. But I guess that would be kind of weird here. I mean, they do a lot of trade here, so I guess that makes sense. But
Yes, who do you know who also worships the Banshee Queen?
oh, that would I guess you probably wouldn't know much about my people, which I should probably ask you about your people too, because you don't seem to be from around anywhere.
Neither do you.
This is true, but I did come here on a boat from another land on this plane, and I don't know if that's a thing with you. You keep talking like you're not from this planet.
I fell through darkness and was dragged, I believe, across plains.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
It was strange. I didn't realize it at the time. Very different from a boat, though, yes.
Yeah, I kind of just had to hop onto a boat and find the others, and then I was here. But sorry, what was the question?
Oh, just it's interesting that you know people close to the Banshee Queen.
Right. Yeah. That's a lot. Right. Okay. So how do I explain this in a way that is not going to be confusing for someone who doesn't know my people? Okay. So my people. I come from a place called the Fullhorn. Yeah. Und there's a couple of people who have different things that they're in charge of in the Fullhorn. And one of those people is called the Spire. The Spire. Spire. They're called the Spire. And their job, they are. They're chosen by the gods. And they lead the religious faith in the Fullhorn. So when another spire comes in, they have a different god, and we just go around. The current spire, their name is Asphodel. And they pray to the Banshee Queen. I mean, not the way you do. You do this weird bowing thing, and I think he's too big to do that. Also, there's no changes. Not that I know of, at least. But yeah.
Well, the bowing is and the chains are not so much directly related to the Banshee Queen specifically as they are shadow dancers as a military organization.
Huh. So like the whole dark brooding thing, that's not something that's part of being a religious follower, yeah?
Oh, I suppose not as well, though you could say they are connected. The dark brooding has come from generations of living in a place made of death and undeath itself. Which I know sounds unsettling to those far from it.
Yeah, I mean, Asphodel follows the same god and we have flowers, so...
That is interesting. There are few brightly colored things in the Shadowfell. We don't really do flowers, except for maybe nightshades or horrible dead vines, or maybe something with venom that tries to eat you. But
Yeah, no, we have a lot of daisies.
I don't know what those are.
Do you know what... I mean, clearly you have to know what, like, flowers are, like regular flowers, yeah?
I mean, since coming to the what's the heck again? The prime material plane, I've kind of figured it out. And I mean, we have flowers, they just look very different. Or dead.
Do you want to, like, walk away from this area and just keep talking? This is weird, that we're doing this in front of a temple.
Yes, we've gotten off track. We're yes-ending too much. I suppose that would be a good idea.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so tell me more about this plane of deaths and on death.
Well, it's somewhat rationalized, I suppose, in the Banshee Queen because she is more undeath than she is death. It's interesting that you know of her because I feel as though daywalkers think that I seem just obsessed with death, and well, that is true. Sylvanas is more about the gray in between.
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. One of the things that the Spire is in charge of is, you know, religious practices and ceremonies, and you know, typically when we have people in the village who die, you know, we believe that when they die, you know, we live off of the land, so it's only fair that the land lives off of us. So we return them to the flower fields. And I guess some people might think that that's weird, that we become fertilizer, but that's the thing. So I guess, yeah, the in between, in the gray area of death.
You don't then have many resurrected, I suppose, many undead.
Not that I know of at the time. Like I said, the Spire handles a lot of that stuff, and that's not really something that I know much of. But I have not seen many of the dead just sort of walking around. I mean, if I did, I'd see my mom.
That's very interesting. Daywalkers. It took me a moment to realize that Daywalkers did not have many undead. When I got here, it seemed so strange that you could just sleep through the night and it was quiet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we run into undead sometimes, you know. It's a crypt we were just in, but that's just like, that was weird even for me. Like, that was, ugh. But yeah, no,
Tuesday for me.
that's a concern. Yeah, that's a little weird. You don't see many of the living that much. I mean, you know, this is a lot for you then, seeing all of these people just existing.
Not necessarily this many daywalkers, for sure, but the Shadow Kai city is fairly large and well protected by units of shadow dancers or other soldiers or military groups.
Oh, so like protect us.
Yes, that's the concept of shadow dancers. We are Sylvanas's first line of defense against the undead that are horrific affronts to the first creatures she created.
So like, where does that come from then?
The Shadowfell is a dark place. Dark things end up there. Those who die in mortal planes may feel that they can escape the afterlife and stop off there, but they don't often maintain their intelligence. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, I'm pretty smart, so I can only imagine what would happen if, you know, like if I just went there. Like, I can't imagine what it'd feel like to be so not without thought that you can't really control yourself.
It's similar to. I may have Well, no, it is intelligence, but it's also something in power. Depends on if you're powerful enough to circumvent death into a second life. But I'm confused by something else. You say that your spire is related to the Banshee Queen, but you do not worship the Banshee Queen.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yes, that's a thing.
Who is it you are pledged to?
I follow the god named Auroras. They are the god of the storms.
And what do they do?
I mean, they handle the storms.
It is only partly cloudy.
Yeah.
should I ask Tom how the weather is today?
Well, yes, and is partly cloudy.
Fantastic. It is partly cloudy, I believe you call it.
Yeah, the storms are quiet today. Gonna be honest, this fate is kind of new to me. So
You seem strong in it, though.
in the full horn, the spire has final say on the religion, but the spire doesn't always last the entire lifetime of everyone in the full horn. And then a new spire takes over, and there's suddenly a new god who is in charge. So we learn very early that faith in gods you take with a grain of salt. Or at the very least, when you know to follow a certain god, you follow them as much as you can. You believe in that god and what they are capable of. The storms are confusing. The storms, they come and go. But as long as the storm is here, stay faithful with the power of the storm. While this is happening, Edelweiss would like to find a flower shop and buy Zenny a bouquet.
Alright, make an investigation check, Mr. Intelligence.
Edelweiss thinks he's smart. 6.
So, you find a shop, and you waltz in, and you realize it's not a flower shop.
Oh.
You seem to have walked into, like, a rather rowdy bar, that just seemed to have, like a bar fight or something recently, because there's, like a table smashed off to the side. You can see several, like, broken glasses. One guy's got, like, a little bloody in the face, and there's another guy passed out in the corner.
Oh,
The record scratch when we walk in.
A little bit.
see, he's just. Is there anybody who is severely hurt here? Is everyone okay in here?
What kind of look at you like? What does it look like?
Who lost?
So like one guy that's like holding up the guy that's got the bloody face, and it's just like he like looks at him and looks at the guy in the corner and like, well, this one's conscious.
gonna go to the unconscious one and just say, maybe take a day off, and cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. Just roll for hit points.
He heals 4 hit points.
So, kind of in the way that like you would react when like someone like splashes water on your face, you just like, and kind of like leans back, but was like still conscious.
Yeah, go to bed. Zini, this was not the place that I wanted to go. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. How did this happen? This is weird.
Zeddy is trying to look as intimidating as possible so that Edelweiss doesn't get beaten up.
They don't seem like aggressive, but like there's like you definitely walked into it like a situation that was just very tense.
Right.
Are they all human?
For the most part, there's mostly human. Like the two that seems like they were in the fight, they were both human. You can see a few dwarves, a few people of like elvish descent, you can guess.
Great, I tower over all of them. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Zeddy's ready to throw hands anyway.
Okay, don't hurt each other anymore. Clearly, one of you lost. You're fine now. Auroras be with you. And I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna like pull Zini out of there. Zini, I am trying to find a flower shop, and clearly Auroras has said that I should heal somebody, so can you do me a favor and find a flower shop for me? Because I'm just gonna keep finding things that need help.
Oh my god!
So oddly enough, right next door was a flower shop.
Perfect.
That was a 20.
That was an
Total
natural 20.
23 for
Oh.
chat. You get outside, and like Zeddy waits until you start exiting and then like backs out behind you, and you say that, and she's like, "Oh, I think we just got confused."
Praise the storms. But I'm gonna go and buy a bouquet of flowers.
I
Tom,
think-
how much does that cost?
I'm trying to say if there was like something similar. I'd say it's probably like a silver. like for
Alright.
like a decently nice bouquet. Yeah, like it's like a silver.
I'm gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna buy 6.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
buy
6 bouquets.
6 bouquets. They're like
Alright.
just like general arrangements, like a nice combination of colors, like reds, yellows, whites, like maybe like a blue or something that's like a little bit like more standout, just like a purple.
Wonderful. The one that has daisies in it is going to go to Zini.
Okay.
Since these are still kind of new to you. Yeah, enjoy this.
Oh, they were very nice.
Yeah, flowers are beautiful. This is where my home is. A great place. Anyways, we should probably get back to the others before we end up in an actual fight.
I feel as though there's something to be said about death, violence, and beauty, but yes, I agree.
Yeah, there's probably something to be said about the storms and death too, but that's a lot of. I don't want to get into that right now.
All right. So is that what you guys like? Is that what you're entering it for now at least?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
So, yeah, exciting outings.
So we should probably take a quick break, if that's okay, and then we'll continue with your downtime specials. So we will be back soon, hopefully in less than 20 minutes.
Woo!
Hopefully.
Hello all, we are back. We got sidetracked. Alright, so we're back with Crobaton. Our party is enjoying some nice downtime for the next day or two. And so the party pretty much all had like something to do so far today. Dee and Edelweiss are just getting back from a nice talk about religion. What does everyone else want to do?
Misty would like to pick up some healing potions while she and Malika are out. Because
Great
we
idea.
keep having to use them like a normal adventuring party.
You said healing potions?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to look for like a certain place, or do you want to like?
Nah, I just want to grab whatever.
Well, the magic store that you went to does sell healing potions if you would like to go there, or you can just find a random place.
I can just go next door and buy healing potions.
Okay. So, she is selling healing potions for 56 gold each.
Is that seriously what they go for?
I think it's 15.
I thought aren't healing potions 25?
Nope.
No, wow.
They're
Healing
pricey.
potions are weird expensive.
Yeah.
Alex, you're thinking like the discount place from Avernus.
I'm annoyed.
Well, never mind.
They're playing it out to be terrible. or
My-
something.
We can all die, I guess.
So,
This
just for really-
fortune walked in the store, saw the price tag, and just started weeping.
My parents!
So potions,
Gotta-
potions are part of my magic item generator, so the price fluctuates. It can be less than 50, but it can also be more.
This sounds like a turnip stonks.
So,
Yep, on Animal Crossing.
The stonk market, yeah.
Yeah. If I can, change the day, time skip, and then come back a week later and see what the prices are.
Oh, a
If I
week
can
later.
change the date on my computer, can we get a different price here, maybe?
Can I go on Reddit and see if someone else's island has them cheaper?
Can I go to some other plane? Ugh. I'll buy one.
Okay, you can buy one. Is there anything else you would like today?
Money.
Money.
This is a stick up, give me all your cash.
I guess I don't know. Do you
This
do you
is-
have like jobs available that I can do?
Oh, we get into side quests now.
Yeah.
Tom has to homebrew a side quest right now.
Go with the classics. There's
Clean
rats in
these
the basement.
beakers.
Bears.
What?
Kill 10
You mean-
owl bears.
You mean the worst Skyrim side quest?
Oh. Oh no. Let's not bring those bears into
Harry, I
it.
need my
My
beers.
beers! Where are my beers?
The beers.
Bad,
No, I
bad,
don't.
bad.
What? What does bears mean? What's the context?
You turn around and realize what it means.
No, you just open up the quest text and it just says bears, and you're like, oh. This
Like,
tells
what-
me exactly what I need to know.
I walk around with this in my quest log. It's like all the way at the bottom. Like, oh dang it, I can do this.
Like 2 years go by and you still have it, and you're just like, I don't even know.
The quest marker resets to it every time you finish a quest, but like you don't realize till you're halfway there. You're like, where am I going? It's a bear cave. It's on bears. I'm gonna chase it.
Yeah.
This just got too real.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm having PTSD.
yeah, I'm gonna go to fight. Well, first of all, I also have letters to send, so I'm gonna send those.
Okay. Yeah, so you can send your letters.
I have like 10 to send out to my father.
10?
Yeah, Miss Fortune's journal is her writing letters to her dad.
I see.
Yeah. So each of them, so each session she has a letter to write to her dad.
Which is weird, because, like, sometimes, like, a session is, like, either over the course
Yeah.
of multiple days,
Yeah.
or multiple
So-
sessions happen in the same day.
So on them, I will start with like, "Dear Dad," and if the session goes to a different session, I won't finish it. Like I'll finish it the next session.
Yeah.
So I want to send those out, and then I'm gonna drag Malek around to find like message boards and be like, "We need a better job, cause this one's gonna get us killed." And it's not because of the work we're doing. It might be because of the work we're doing.
Probably.
Yeah, we really got beat up that last time, huh?
Yeah. Well,
I like the
for some
fireplace.
reason, you and I keep getting relatively unscathed, but everyone else is going
because
down.
we're smart. Oh my god. Although I did Misty Step into like the middle of the battlefield last time, which was dumb. But I was tired of looking under like Edelweiss's legs to see things. Like
Yeah.
they should stop building dungeons with like one block, you know? You know, one person's face.
Sure.
Yikes.
Hmm.
He's hovering on the red light.
What? Oh, Tom turned on the red light. Okay, he's gonna kill me as I
no.
look for a message board.
Suddenly, Missy trips and falls into a giant pit filled with owlbears,
Like,
and no
oh,
one can get
okay.
her ever again.
Where to stand? Bears.
I'll
Bears.
just roll another character.
Tom's just like, I said bears.
Bear infested sewers.
You didn't listen.
It was
Really
a
weird.
threat.
All of a
dramatic
sudden,
event.
like, a dozen spider bears fall from the sky.
Spider bears.
I can't believe bears was a threat.
Big bears.
Yeah. So, I asked Throden. I didn't feel like asking anyone else, mostly because Throden was there talking to me, and I haven't seen anyone else. But are you okay after the trials?
Oh. Yeah.
You never really talked about what happened. I mean, you don't have to. Throden almost slapped me when I asked him, so. The first time, not the second time. The first time, when he got mad. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I won't kill him this time.
Oh yeah, I mean, he apologized. It's fine.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, not, I'm assuming you did tell me about what yours was.
I don't remember it.
I don't remember either.
I mean, I probably said like I had dinner with the family.
But yeah, I mean, mine wasn't quite as upbeat as yours seemed to be, but it was still, I still learned from it, and it was.
Yes, you did.
I didn't
Josh.
get my arm chopped off, so like, could have been.
That's good.
Yeah.
Josh makes a good point in the chat. That is exactly what was happening. So, yeah, I'm guessing. I'm guessing from the general feel of the room, a lot of people didn't have very good trials. Although Throden got a gift. I don't know if that was normal. Did you get a present? Because
No.
Throden apparently, like, walked out of there with a divine gift, which...
Yeah, I don't know how he got something physical out of that, because, like, it was very much, like, you know, ghost territory for me. Yeah, but I don't know how that happened.
I don't know what to take from mine, because it was just dinner with Mom and everyone else, so I know... Emot. I genuinely think about it. I know Emot said, like, we were supposed to take, like... like, we were supposed to learn something from it. I don't know what I was supposed to learn. I don't get it.
I sort of feel the same way. I'm, like, still sort of working through what mine kind of means for me. Because it wasn't exactly what I thought, you know, the outcome of my actions would be, but, I don't know, maybe it's not something we're supposed to get immediately. It might
So you
make
think-
sense later.
So you think yours is sort of like a premonition?
No, because it was definitely like an alternate, like how Mom was still alive in yours. Mine was. I think if I just never existed,
Oh, that would suck.
or
I can't
Yeah.
be the oldest sibling.
oh god,
The others would have a hard time with that one.
I don't know, you'd be fine. But yeah, maybe they just weren't things that we were supposed to understand, like right away.
Guess.
Maybe they'll make sense later.
But, like, I had dinner. I had, like, a really good chicken roast. Like, what does that mean? It's okay to not be a vegetarian. Like, I don't... Like, you'd be happy with your family right now.
Like, thanks,
what
I knew that.
I'd like to be home. You know? Hey, thanks, Mary, for defending me in the chat.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Honor!
Sorry, YouTube.
I guess for YouTube.
Just read Tom's comment. That's so rude. Not the
Which
one about
one?
Edelweiss, the one about Missy.
For YouTube, they're roasting Missy in the chat.
This chat conversation is brought to you by Twitch.tv.
Yeah. But for Edelweiss, we were like, he's so stupid, it's so cute and endearing.
Edelweiss said himbo.
Yeah, that's true.
That was
Yeah,
the
that's
lesson Edelweiss was supposed to learn. Himbo. That's it.
That's what he learned in his door.
Also, in Missy's
What I learned in
defense,
boarding
she wants to
school
be a student,
is-
but no one's letting her. So, tuition is so costly. I can't go into student loans.
Mm-mm.
Starting to get sort of, I don't know. I guess stuck. I don't know. I'm not seeing too far ahead of us. Just being here and doing jobs that can get us killed before we even get to do what we want to do.
Yeah. Before I even know what I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, And you know, I don't even know how much tuition is for Skyrise. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know
I
what
just
Skyrise is.
we don't know where it is. We're just stuck here, and I'm nervous with our party members. I can't trust Zeneria. Gorgon, you know, he's just a dude. Like, he's just a dude who opens doors.
And is unfortunately aggressive to everyone we meet
to
for no reason.
everyone.
Gordon's gonna come through a doorway.
Well, I think they're walking around.
He's gonna walk out of the local tavern. Hey.
He's just gonna come like bolt through the door, slam it open, and it's kind of like a dad who just felt that somebody touched the thermostat. Who's talking shit?
I'm just afraid like they're gonna get us killed. Could
Yeah. Alright, I gotta stop having Twitch open because this chat is just so distracting.
yes, and come on, I'm role playing with the actor.
If that's
Come
not
on,
the
keep
title
to the
of
script here. Let's go. Come on.
It's gonna have to be something great.
Guys, we got at least 8 more pages of dialogue to get through.
Riley, I support you and whatever you do.
I quit acting because there's a pandemic. No,
You know, good reason.
career doesn't exist anymore. But alright, Malika. Huh. Yeah, I know you have more issues with Zinni than I do.
Oh, phew, I thought I wasn't making it obvious enough.
No, you most certainly were.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I know. Thor didn't talk to me yesterday about it.
Why?
Because I don't know, he's got a thing for Zenny? I don't know. They're really close. I don't know.
I guess.
He, like, followed her up to her room that other time, so, like, I don't know, I'm just assuming that,
Wow, alright, I did not think about it that much, but you might be onto something
right?
and I don't like it.
Like, they're really close, and, you know, it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but, I mean, he did scold me, but he kind of, like, he came up to me like Dad would if, you know, like, one of us were fighting. I'm just kind of like, tell me about it. But were you in the wrong? You know? Kind of like that. And then we realized he'd got a divine gift and can't even say the god's name right, so yeah. But he came up to, I'm assuming he just came up to me because he cares a lot about Zeneria, and he asked me to stop arguing with her. But, you know, I really don't want to die.
It's a fair argument to have. Because she does sort of just, like, rage sometimes.
And then she comes back and she starts acting all kind and sweet to everybody. And she does that, like, oh, hi everybody, family dinners. It's like, I have a family. And I'd like to go back home to them. Also, Mary, I want to make it totally clear, I'm not making fun of Mary.
Mary's been attacked this entire time.
Shots are being fired!
That's why I'm losing my mind, because me and Missy are just slowly going through and roasting everyone.
Which, to be fair, because I have 2 sisters, I know exactly what this is. This is what you do with sisters. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't want to call her two-faced because in another plane, that's a character.
It's true. See, I think she just doesn't realize that what she's doing is like particularly dangerous or like distressing to you or anyone else, and that's why she, I guess, seems so extreme, because it's just normal for her. Personally, I feel like Gorgon is one who's gonna get us killed faster because of just the instant aggression or the just opening doors for no reason.
Yeah, but see the difference there. I totally agree. Gorgon could 100% trip a wire and get us all killed. The difference here being is that Zeneria, she talks big game about teamwork and being ahead and everyone sticking together, and then, you know, she goes off and rages and drags us with her. Gorgon goes off and does his own thing. He could, in the middle of a dungeon, if he tripped a wire across the hall and died down there, we might not know, you know? It's
But like, why did he have to get all up in that bard's face that one day, whose name I can't remember?
Him? Yeah, that, Iliad.
Iliad.
That whole event made me very uncomfortable. First of all, Iliad made me uncomfortable. Full stop.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
so
he was
weird.
annoying, and I just wanted to move him into the alley so that we could talk in private and like,
And
like
you guys
maybe
made it-
intimidate him a little bit, but like not full on aggressively.
You guys looked like you
Yell
were
at
gonna
him.
shank the guy. You know?
I didn't want to. Gorgon made it look that way, and Zenny was weirdly also insane about it.
I'm proud of
How
that
did we
one.
get in this situation where we're surrounded by psychos?
Justin.
Anyway, thanks for letting me let that out. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I know I have to talk to her about it, but, like, if she's not even getting it, like, in the middle of, like, a dungeon where I have to tell her to stop running ahead and, you know, putting our lives in danger, and she throws a temper tantrum because she couldn't get the kill shot, like, I don't know how else to talk to her. I don't know that if I talk to her when she's in this state, when she's out of battle, I don't know if it's going to translate to her in rage form. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you can try. If you
Yeah.
just not talk to her, then that's probably worse.
I know. It's not great.
And maybe if you have the conversation in private, Broden wouldn't feel the need to get involved. Then tell you how to talk to people.
Yeah. I guess in his defense, he's more of a leader to the group than I think anyone else is.
I guess.
Yuri is just sort of in front a lot
Mm-hmm.
and more talkative than him, but I think Thorodin, or maybe Edelweiss, but Edelweiss, you know, just seems like a happy follower.
He really does.
I don't like to assign leadership roles though, because I don't know if I'll be traveling with these guys for so long, you know? I don't know if we're gonna be with them for so long.
I wonder, like, our deal or, like, partnership with the council, like, how long are we working for them, quote unquote? Like, can we just pick up and leave whenever, or are we, like, indebted or something?
Are we indebted? Yeah.
It was
I
weird
do
enough
like
to, like, work for the man, quote unquote, but, like, I don't know if I want to be here forever and work for them, because I don't really know what they're about. It was, like, 2 gigs originally. And now it keeps getting worse.
it keeps getting worse. I like getting money.
Oh yeah.
I guess I should just ask Ema, you know, he said he went to Skyrise, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just feel a little intimidated now that he watched over us doing our trials and I got nothing from it.
You
All I
want to
got,
talk to him like right now?
as I'm trying to stuff 10 full letters into a letterbox.
Council building's like right there. Do you want to go bust in, see if he's there?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, it'll be easier with you. I doubt the guy will know what I was supposed to learn anyway.
Hmm.
That
But you might.
what I learned is that Dad's chicken dinners are the best. That's it. Did I freeze?
I don't know who froze, but I didn't hear anything you said from Dad's shh. And then that's it.
Okay.
I was like, okay, great.
All I know is that Dad's chicken dinner is the best. That is what I learned.
Yeah. I mean, but like, you knew.
Yeah, I already knew that.
But, I mean, at least if you could talk to him, you can ask him something about Skyrise.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So are you
Yeah,
guys
Tom.
going
We're
to the
gonna go to
Hype,
Castle.
hype.
Yeah, you can.
We
So,
go.
Just like a half an hour, just walk away. I assume like maybe even part of that you were like walking toward it as you were talking about it. So you can like enter the council chambers. You can tell the like secretary like, oh, we'd like to speak with. Well, would you like to speak with the council, or would you like specifically to speak with Ema?
No, just is
Definitely
it
just Emot.
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 Emil.
Emil, stop it!
Emu.
It took me too long to not say emu.
Missy will do most of the talking, but anytime she has to say his name, I'll just say it. Like, hi, we're here to see Emot. Yeah, thanks.
So.
Was he here?
She's like, oh, one second, and she gets up and like goes off to like the doors. So she leaves you at the front counter, and she's gone for a minute. Like she peeks her head in, and then she after a moment returns back to her desk, and he'll be with you shortly. He will come out to see you.
Thank you.
So like another like minute or two goes by, and you like hear the doors open again, and Emmet kind of walks up like towards you guys and toward the front. Yes, can I help the two of you?
Yeah, I hope so. I was interested in talking about Skyrise.
Sure. What would you like to know?
Is there a tuition? Like, I want the answer to be no, but if Tom tells me no, there goes my entire character's purpose.
Still have to find Skyrise and get into it.
Yeah, you know what? That is a good point. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a tuition per se, but it's more of a rite of passage.
That sounds worse. What do you mean?
You must prove your capabilities as a magic user.
I mean, okay, I guess I can go buy more health potions then.
Those are helpful.
Yeah, I know. We've got at least 2 crazies in our team.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Otherwise, will be number 1.
Emot, do you want to talk trash with us?
Otherwise was the one who went up to big snowcats and went, I'm bigger! So,
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
so I mean, I don't. Do you know where it is?
I have it
Or
written
is that
down
the
somewhere.
rite of passage?
I have it written.
Is that
It's
part of the rite of
finding it.
passage?
It's not part of the rite of
Finding it?
passage. Where'd I write it down?
Yeah, like, does it follow? I know it's supposed to be floating or something. Does it, like, move around? Does it follow a specific path? Or is it, like, always floating in one specific area?
Oh, and does it like change altitude? Because I have asthma, and that might be a problem.
There's a lot of
You
questions.
see now why I need more healing potion.
Last I heard, Skywars was headed north toward Nymphaldea.
North towards, and Tom, can you spell that in the chat?
Yeah. Nymphaldea. So, hold on, I'll do the thing.
Canada.
M-
Alaska.
More like Alaska. Stream can just
Wow.
barely see Nymphaldea up here.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
The dog's ears.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, I see. We're gonna go all the way up.
It's so far away.
It's it's currently over ocean. This info comes from the dwarves that sail the western seas of Crobaton. From what I've heard, it's expected to be within travel distance of Nymphaldea by Year's End Feast. And it should be there until after Year Day. By the way, if anyone's confused, exclamation point calendar in the chat.
When
That's
did you
so
say it was supposed
close.
to be there between?
Year's End Feast. It'll be there by Year's End Feast, and it'll be there until after Year Day.
Gotcha.
That's so close.
How? I'm sure, actual magic users might be able to figure this out better than me, but how do you get to it? Do you just have to, like, poof yourself onto the grounds, or is there a ladder? Like, how are you supposed to get on top of this thing?
I mean,
And is that the rite of passage?
no. If you recall, the city, as its entire city, is floating above the ground, fairly high within the air. I don't believe the limitations that your lungs provide you would be an issue given the magical aura that surrounds the city. Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah, you did.
Cool. Nymphaldea. Why is there an H there?
I don't know, God. Why is
Google
there?
Drive. Google Drive. I didn't mean to type new folder. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you sure?
New folder.
But the university there is what requires the rite of passage.
So getting on it, like Maleka asked.
I mean, if you can teleport there, that makes it much easier. But
If you can teleport there, yeah. Thank you.
but as I'm aware, most people cannot. There are ways of reaching the city once it reaches nearer to land per se.
So, the rite of passage, what was yours like?
I mean, it's probably not my best to say, or you might be able to prepare better for your own. It's supposed to be a test of what you know and what you can show.
I can give myself temporary hit points.
That would be a good start.
I like Maleka being my hype man. Yeah! Okay. Do you have to, well, I guess not. While you're schooling there, are you able to visit home?
I'm sure you can. I mean, you don't learn if you're not there, but there's
You
no
don't have, like, a summer break?
there's no requirement once you stay or once you begin. It's you're there and you're there to learn. You can take as many breaks as you like, but when you're not there, you're not learning.
Hmm.
People come and go as they please for the most part.
Such wise words.
So basically, Mayor Missy, what we have to do.
I am also there!
Who finished this?
Yo, what's up?
So Mayor, fuck.
Speak to me, Riley.
Missy. So Missy, basically, what we have to do
Is
Is
make it
just
across
go-
the country in less than a month?
I was thinking in the future we would have to move the family into the city of Skyrise so that you can, go to school and, still have a dad and the kids and everything in one place. Not have to go back and forth all the time.
But that's
But yes, we will have to cross a large part of the country within a month if we want to get there when it's up north.
yeah, but that's like, mom and dad's home is Ekrikar.
I guess.
I
I
mean,
mean, how much
you're right. I
I
should
like it there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll... For the future. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I simply know that its plan is to stay there until year's end. There's not really a way of me telling where it goes afterward. It could move more inland, it could move south once more.
Does it
It's very
ever-
difficult to predict where it wants to go if you're not there.
Does it ever go like outside the continent of Crobaton or
Not that I've heard.
okay? Just want to make sure that like we're not gonna miss it for 5 years while it's doing a tour somewhere else.
Thank God.
No, it stays within the realm of Crobaton.
Okay. Last question. What was your favorite subject?
I am a fan of books, the arcane arts.
Sorry. I thought he was just like, I was a fan of the class of books.
I like sitting in the library staring at them.
You and Gordon would get along great. I said that was my last question. But how many subjects are there? Like, is there one on all of the different classes? Or all the different schools of magic?
Do you,
or classes of
Is there a
magicians?
class
do
on
you
all
just
the
ask
different
if there's a class on classes?
Are there subjects on
Class.
every magical class or of school of magic? Or is it more like Harry Potter? Sorry, Nary Pooter.
Oh yes, that book series. I was confused for a moment, but
Right, yeah. Sorry.
Warner Brothers, please sponsor us.
well, the subjects are vast. You can hone in on certain specific arts, such as like a particular school of magic, or on a specific style of casting.
Okay. Okay, last question.
You're free to ask me as many questions as you like.
This isn't about Skyrise. Did you take the trial that you made us take?
I have not.
Try it sometime.
I'll think about it. Why, did you not like yours? I know some
No,
tend to have a difficult time with it, but
I loved mine. It bruised my heart afterwards. But it was very pleasant, and I'm not sure what I was supposed to get out of it. So
well,
Just-
I don't typically help those with what they learn from the trial. Sometimes it takes a bit of time. But
yeah, I mean, I just feel like I'm missing something. Everyone else seems to have gotten it, I guess.
he kind of like leans in a little bit. Your name is Missy.
Yes. Am I missing it because my name's Missy?
No, I just saw the correlation.
God.
I'm just looking at Rathy's face.
Stop! Don't play games with me right now. Misfortune is going to forever. Just instead of thinking about the trial, is now going to be like, my name is Missy. My name is Missy.
What does that mean?
I won't pry into what you experienced in your trial, but perhaps recalling specific moments of it and imagining how it could impact your life if something from there were to change.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think that was the last question.
Yes, I do believe you had 3 lasts.
Mm-hmm. Malika, do you have a last question?
I do. The whole going back to the Skyrise and the university thing, the dragon thing that you do. Did you learn that at Skyrise, or is that just like part of you?
Oh.
I'm trying to remember what you're talking about.
Is it
I
the-
made it vague because I wasn't 100% sure if I remembered what happened correctly. Can Emot turn himself into a dragon, or can he just, like, communicate?
He communicated with a dragon.
Okay, then I got him confused with someone else, I think.
You're talking about the actual
Didrium,
dragon.
they said, was a dragon.
Yes, okay. Then never mind, I have no questions.
I really thought
that Maleka was suggesting that Emot and Idrium are like more than just friends. The dragon thing that you do, you do. Is that something you learned?
Did you learn that in a university?
You just never outgrow your
Asking-
dragon
asking for a
days. I
friend, 'cause-
mean,
Asking for a friend because we think one of them is shagging with the dragon.
Is
in the
there
group.
a dragon biology class or?
Just the dragon you do. No. Hey, what happens behind closed doors?
I mean, this is the kind of thing you would experiment with in college, right?
Which is why
Get-
bars are so good at it.
Oh my god,
Anyway,
this is horrible.
Yeah,
This has been a fun derailment.
Maleka's very glad that she's never gone and never plans on going to college. Sounds awful.
Missy can't wait.
Oh god.
Maleka's now terrified for her little sister to go to college.
There's dragons there.
it bothers me that Missy has so much charisma too.
I'm taking you back to Ecricur.
It's dangerous here.
Sorry. One
Making you an
more.
old man tutor.
One more question. Do you
Okay.
have roommates? Do you
No,
get like a
I-
dorm?
Oh, at college.
Do you have roommates now?
Right now.
Sorry, I did say do. I
Emon's
meant
still
You see,
paying
I'm
off his
looking-
college debt. He can't afford a place in Boatwright by himself.
Not even
He's in that much debt.
It's like me and some of the guys split a flat, like a couple blocks away from the council building.
not
Short
bad.
commute, don't have to pay for anything.
The rite
You
of
can just
passage
walk.
cost me way too much.
There are places to stay within the university and within Skyrise, kind of similar to taverns that you would find anywhere else.
Did you like your classmates and your professors?
Oh my god.
Did you
What was
sleep
your
well?
What was your major?
What's your social security?
What was your daily workload like?
Eh. Is there ever a professor you really hated?
Remember that?
How was the commute? Who assigned the
How was
most
the
homework?
parking?
Who assigned the least homework?
What was the parking?
Is there homework?
What lot should I go for? What lot is usually okay?
What happens if you're late? Like, can you like get into the class, or do they lock you out, or like, do you have to some way magic your way through?
How strict
Oh
are
my
the police
God.
there with giving out tickets?
Do they mark attendance?
Is scheduling hard? Do I have to go to the office? Can I do it
Wait,
online?
wait. Is the rite of passage that like you have to like they won't open the front door and you have to somehow find your way in, like just opening the door somehow by
I gotta
using your
learn-
magic?
I gotta
Guys,
learn the
I was
spell
glowing
knock
red.
now.
That's it. That's all you need.
Tell us.
I'm gonna take a rock and break the lock.
Is there,
How many
is there a-
notebooks am I gonna have to
is
buy?
there, is there a question you actually want me to answer?
All of them! They were all
I'm
very
waiting for all the
important!
secrets, Tom. I'm
Every one
waiting.
of these was in character.
Now,
Like,
Our
the
characters
first
in
five,
the
I was gonna
tavern.
try and
Find
answer, but
five,
everyone
find
jumped
out.
in.
first five. Let's do first five, if you can remember them. Answer the questions you can remember, Tom.
The ones
Yeah.
that she's asking about are, did you like your professors or your classmates?
Oh yeah, it was professors,
kind of-
classmates. Really workload. Well, there were many like-minded individuals. Various professors, as you would find anywhere, really. But very, very intelligent, very practiced individuals. As are many of the students. Many different skill levels, all at least somewhat adept with magic. And the workload is really what you make of it. You don't put practice into learning the art, then it won't come to you. I don't have to be read anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask another question.
You're free to ask as many questions as you like.
No, this is Missy, just kind of like, oh no, I have more. What about the sorcerers?
Yes, there are many sorcerers of various archetypes, as you will.
Do you know how they learned? Because as far as I know, I use... I release magic somehow, and then if I do it enough times, then suddenly I know another spell. So it's not... I
So-
don't really learn them.
Your magic is less practiced and more natural. There are ways to uncover new abilities that you may have not been aware of before. Magic is also very finicky, especially with more natural casters, as you can hone in on certain aspects of that magic.
Okay. Do you have recommendations for me now? Since I can't learn it from school?
Experience will do you well.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I didn't
No,
mean for
that
just
makes
that to be
sense.
the answer, but like, it kind of answers it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I know it's never happened in game, but would you imagine that Missy has experienced the wild magic before?
I'd say probably.
Okay.
Like, almost definitely.
Yeah.
You can decide what happened when that happened. But...
I guess I've been lucky in game so far. Yeah, I just kind of don't want to, like, explode things by accident. So, I guess being careful. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Alright. If you ever need anything, feel free to ask.
Okay, thanks.
The council's here to help.
Yes. Thanks.
Alright, well, if there's nothing else, I should return to my work.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
And he's like, goes to leave, and then he turns around. We're expecting Brand to return sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, we'll tell the others.
Thank you. And he will then continue back towards the council room.
As we leave, I'm gonna turn to Malek and be like, what do you think they do in there, in that big room? Do you think they have, like, paperwork to do and they're just sitting there in silence and they do that thing where it's like, and it's just, you know, it just echoes throughout that big room? What do
God, I
you
hope
think
not.
What do you think they're doing?
That sounds awful.
It's a big room. And they're
I think
like,
they're gossiping about us.
and they're, you know what? They're
Plotting which murderous adventure to send us on next time.
Yeah, they're
And how
betting.
little gold they'll give us for it.
Yeah, they're betting on which one of us will stop returning.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's just weird, you know, their desks are facing the door or each other. So it's like, if they're doing paperwork, there's no one in there. They're just sort of like waiting for someone to show up. Yeah,
Jeez.
don't envy that.
No.
Well, I guess there goes the
Never-
plot line of you guys becoming the next council members, but whatever.
Missy also doesn't think she's gonna be in this group for very long, so she's gonna be real surprised.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, I guess we
we'll see.
better tell the others.
Yeah, guess so.
All right. So you guys head back to the tavern. Who like roughly is like back at the tavern by this point? It's probably like mid to late afternoon. Yeah, and I know Borgin's like been there pretty much all day.
Yeah, Froden and the kobolds would be back by now.
Okay.
Do you think Zenuria and Edelweiss were lost well into the evening?
I think maybe.
I
Well,
hope not. I have
After
flowers.
Zini's natural 20 just to find the flower shop that was right next to them, I'd say like from there they can figure out their way back at least. Going to a destination you're not sure of is a little bit more difficult. But they'd
See them
come back.
eventually. That's what matters.
They'd come back soon if they weren't already back.
Edelweiss is gonna hand out flowers to everybody else as well. And then he gives the last one to the kobolds. Because there's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
There's 6, so there's
So the
like,
kobolds share 3. The 3 kobolds share one of them, and then everybody else gets one. Because Zini already has one.
Thanks, Edelweiss.
Thanks. I'm probably just gonna hand him a pair of manacles for the key.
Thanks.
And he's gonna hand that out to everybody present.
Sorry, thanks.
We each get manacles?
What?
Well, I don't.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was not expecting flowers and then shackles. Thornton,
You're welcome.
thank you.
Yeah, I will definitely.
What are these for?
is the
I thought they might be handy. You see, handy? Because they're manacles. It's a
Oh,
metaphor,
yeah.
right? Eh?
Sure is.
is the title for this episode Flowers and Chains?
A little dramatic.
Ooh.
Yes, and.
Yes, and flowers and chains.
What kind of flowers are these again?
It's just a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, it's
A
a
variety.
like an assortment of like various colors.
So you guys have a bouquet of flowers. It's probably going to last like a week because we're not going to have vases.
Vases.
Vases. Sorry.
I mean, Edelweiss can create water if he prepared that spell.
Yeah, so that's if he prepared it.
Again, Froden, are we arresting people now?
Maybe. I figured, with the doppelgangers, and if we run into the Void Walker again, instead of trying to just tie them up with rope, we can use these. And if everybody has them, it'll be easier to do.
I guess I'll add that to my inventory. Oh, Tom, can I retcon getting a second healing potion now that I know my tuition is vague?
Also, you can.
Okay.
Just to remind you, it is
56?
56.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do tonight and tomorrow morning? Just so, like, maybe we can like pick up with going to see the council again next session.
I don't have anything specific.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by Alex's notes. And the fact that he called Throated Dawn.
Oh no, that's it. Sorry, that I messed up the E. The E,
No,
it is a
it's-
little close to the.
Den.
It
Den.
does look like a Dawn.
Done.
Was the question if there's something else we want to start with other than just starting at the council?
Well, if there's like anything like we can do like tonight just to wrap up, and then we can start
Okay.
next session with the council. So like it would be like anything you're doing tonight or tomorrow morning.
Eating and sleeping.
Yeah. I don't think I could take up another 30 minutes talking to Zaneria now about my feelings.
But why not?
Time for
It'll-
feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, if
That's
you
fine.
wanted, we can do that like next session if you'd like. I was just trying to say like if there's anything you wanted to do still.
Yeah, but I'll wait for it to feel a bit more natural and in a place where I don't have to repeat myself 3 times in a row, for the stream's sake.
Okay.
Edelweiss might spend tomorrow trying to find more various herbs and plants to make more healing potions for the group.
Okay.
That's about it.
So like that's not you like going out to like harvest them. That's you trying to find them in shops.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. Then just make like an investigation check for me, and like we'll start off like next session with like what I decide you find.
Hell yeah. 10 times better. 18.
That's literally like the second best roll you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Mary and I were talking about maybe having like Zen and Den have a talk, but it feels a little late to do that now.
Well,
No,
like I said,
we
like-
want to watch Throne and go up to Zaneria's room and be like, see?
Well, like I said, we can pick up like next session with something like that if you guys like still want to have conversations. I was just saying like if there's nothing else you like needed to do like within like the downtime period, then we could just start with. But if you guys want to do more, yeah, we can pick up like that and then go into the council.
Yeah, no, I think if we can wait till next session for that conversation, just
Yeah.
because of the timing, I think that'd be better.
Okay, so then we can pick up with like that and whatever else anyone like wants to like fill in before you guys go there.
Whatever strenuous roleplay we want to throw in.
I think Missy's done with Downtime.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. The only other thing that I think happens out of this session is that at some point in the night, Throden tries to test out his manacles, and the kobolds lose the key, and it's a whole little thing. As I try and find it in the room.
Oh no!
So
Do you try to shackle the kobolds and their hands just slip out?
No, he anticipated that, and so shackled himself to avoid it.
No!
But then the kobolds couldn't find the key.
It was
I'd like to end on this image. Zaneria walks in, thrown into shackled himself. Someone else walks by and is like, "Whoa, okay."
I can
It just
explain.
feels illegal,
Gorgeous-
but I
gorgeous.
don't want to say anything.
Gordon's going up to his room and just sees that.
The kobolds are there too. They're like, what do you mean where you lost the keys? How are you gonna get out?
Oh god, they're in a room again together.
What? Can you unlock chains?
That's not something that's part of my. I don't want to get involved.
But Malek and
Gorgon,
I
let's go to our room.
we decided to have like a sleepover in Edelweiss's room, like just sitting there and having talk with tea before going to bed, and we just hear like voices from the other room, and Edelweiss is, it's a, like, don't listen, they're in that room together a lot, it's fine, and we're like,
Everyone else tries to listen.
yeah.
let's not think about what's going on in Zell. That's not something that I want to think about.
Gorgon comes in. He's like, "You guys, you guys want to hear what I just saw?"
Oh no, this is bad. This is very bad.
This is great. So, thanks everyone for watching. If you've watched up to this point, don't forget to leave a comment on the YouTube video.
Yeah, get it ready.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. I don't know, what else do I normally plug? Oh yeah, I spam commands. Let's spam some commands in the Twitch chat. So that's the Crobaton playlist. Follow me on Twitter to know when I go live. Join the Discord, because there's a channel in there all about Crobaton that no one uses. So definitely use it. There's just the YouTube link. Definitely go check out Mare. She makes cool art. I didn't spell artist right. There we go. Yeah, so Mare makes the art that you see on stream. Yeah, like those things. Where do I have to point? There? Yeah. Not L-wise, like down. I can't point. Anyway. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Is there anything else? Anyone have any other like announcements? Anything they want to shout out?
Be kind to yourselves.
That's important.
Yeah.
Come on,
Don't
stay
forget.
safe and healthy.
Wash your
People's got
hands.
backstories.
Wash your hands. Wear a mask.
Bathe daily.
Daily, a couple times a day, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless your hair doesn't really respond well to that sort of treatment, you want to make sure you still have some oil in your hair, because otherwise.
Did you
you're
say
gonna-
hair or hands? Because
Hair.
I thought you said hands. I was like,
Alright,
Yeah, you always got to keep your oily hands. Ugh.
There's nothing else.
Oh my
I'll
God.
call this session and video to a close. Thanks everyone for watching. See you all next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.